Hello friends, welcome to my Notion setup video. I hope you enjoy this little Notion tour, and without further ado, let's get started. So this is my homepage and it's Studio Ghibli themed. So in the middle we have personal and we have my brain dump and my mini goals, my 2021 goals. And then below that, we have my interests, which is anime, movies and shows, books, and food. Okay, so next up is the planning section where I have my daily plan and my weekly plan. Okay, so below that we have a quote saying pop off bestie, and then below that I have my affirmations. I just have these here because I like to say these sometimes and it helps make me feel good. Next up we got academics, and I have assignment and schedule over here. So below academics is content creation, and I just quoted my subbie count, which is 43. Thank you so much for 43 subbies. And I also have my content ideas page, and below that I just embedded a tweet saying normalize letting me talk without making any sense. I just think it's so funny and I relate to it so much. And then at the very bottom I have my monthly overview. This is where I add any special events or deadlines, stuff like that. Okay, so now let's go to the daily plan. And this is my neighbor Totoro themed. I think it's so cute. It's very colorful and I just find it really pleasing to look at. So we have a priority section, school, YouTube, and others. I think it's really helpful to have these little categories here because it helps organize my tasks, and yeah, it's just nice to see what you have to do for each category. I also added a template button to add to-dos, so I don't have to do the slash thing. And yeah, that's all for my daily plan page. Okay, next up is the weekly plan, and I just quoted another hyping myself up kind of things. It says you can do it, Shawty, to help motivate myself. And then I also have a priority section, and then I just have the days of the week and then notes just to write down some random stuff or reminders that I might need to remember, stuff like that. And I also added template buttons here, so again I wouldn't have to do the slash thing. Okay, so in the middle we have personal, and below that we have my brain dump. And in brain dump I just have a bunch of toggle list things. I don't really know how to explain it, but basically you just type in a text and you can press the arrow so you can insert more text inside the previous text, if that makes sense. You can see in the screen what I'm talking about. And I just find this really helpful for brain dump because sometimes I like to rant and I don't want to see my rants every time I open a page. So I can just say it's a rant and then close the arrow so I won't have to see the full rant. So yeah, I just think it's pretty cool and very handy. Okay, so below brain dump are my mini goals. and I just have a subbie tracker in here to keep track of my milestones, which is really nice. And I also have my monthly goals, and I didn't add my goals there because they're quite personal, so yeah. Okay, and below my mini goals are my 2021 goals. Again, I didn't add my own goals here because they're quite personal. And then below that, we have my interests, which is anime, movies, shows, books, and food. So let's go to anime. And here I just have a table to keep track of all the anime I've watched or want to watch. So we have a title section to write the title of the anime, of course. And then next to that, we have the status, which just says watching or finished. And then the rating, the rating is like my own opinion, so. And then the source, so like I can put which website I watched it on, or like if I watched it on Netflix. Okay, so this part is really cool because if I click finished, the anime will disappear from the default view and it will go to the finished view, and basically this just shows me all of the anime I've watched and finished. So I have Attack on Titan and The Promised Neverland, Square Away. Okay, so next up are my movies and shows page, and this is also in table format, and it's exactly like the anime section or the anime page. Just have a table with the title, status, rating, source, and I just have notes here. I don't know why I have that, but I guess I added that. But yeah, it's basically the same as the anime. It also disappears if I click finish. Okay, so next up we have books, and there's nothing in here, but it's basically just like the last two pages, which was anime and movies. It's the same thing. It's just the status is reading or finished, and then we also have a rating here, and then the source. For the source, I'm thinking of putting like Wattpad, or if I actually bought it in a bookstore. Okay, and the last part of the section is food, which is where I just put some recipes that I learn or find in the internet. So we just have the recipe over there, and then the source of the recipe, my rating, and then notes. So basically, if you click the open thing on the recipe, you can write more details about it. So it like creates a little mini page, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's just really cool. Okay, and on the right we have academics, and I have my assignments page over here, and it's just another table where I have the status, which is submitted or declined, the subjects, which I color coded. As you can see, I have a lot of subjects. And then I also have the name of the assignment here, or the title. And then we have the due date, which you can set a deadline for your assignments or projects here. And you can also set a reminder or a time for it, which is really cool. And then lastly, we have place to submit, which are just a bunch of choices on where I can submit my assignment. Below the assignments page is my schedule, And I just have the days of the week here along with my schedule, and I color coded these so it's easier to see. And I don't have Friday on here because Friday is where we have no classes, and we just use Friday as a catch-up day to like catch up on assignments. And lastly, we have the content creation. And again, I just quoted my subbie count here, and then we have the content ideas page. So in this page, I just have a board, and I also have my upload schedule on here. It's highlighted so it's easier to see. So for the board, I just have some ideas over there and the no status, and then for example, if I am filming it, I can drag it onto the in progress section, so it tells me that I'm working on it, and then once I'm done uploading it or editing it, I can move it to completed, and same goes for this one. So yeah, it's just a lot of fun dragging these, and I think it's satisfying. And if you click it, it creates this mini page, and you can add more details, like for example, maybe you can add your script if you want. And then I also have a calendar here to plan out my videos. It's really helpful to have a calendar. Oh, and if you're wondering why I don't use Google Calendar, well, I basically just use it to time block, and I just like to have everything in one place so I don't have to open up a bunch of tabs or pages. It's just a lot easier for me. And that's all for my Notion tour. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like it if you enjoyed, and comment below so we can chat. I love you all so much. Don't forget to take care of yourselves, friends, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!